I'm going to make it so it's more fun to look at. Thanks. A friend gave it to me. So, as we just learned in that lesson from yesterday and today, that we have to use the distributive property to make multiplication easier. But specifically, what we're doing at this lesson is we are checking to see if the answer to a long division problem is correct. And by doing that, we have to do it backwards, which is multiplying. So let's look at the first one, which gives us 2,501 divided by 61 is equal to 42 with the remainder of 3. We're going to see, is that correct? And the only way to see if that's correct without using a calculator, because we're not using a calculator until almost never, we are going to find out if 42 multiplied by 61 is equal to what? Yeah. 2,501. So 2,501. And this remainder 3 will be added in later on. So what it should be is actually we should be 3 short of that. Okay? We should be 3 short of that. And the way that we're going to check this is like this. Let's break down this 42 and this 61 into something that is easier to multiply. Carson's? 40. Beautiful. Yes. Can you guys see that blue okay on black? All right. I'm going to change it to a different color. Oops, multiply by. And that dot means multiplication. So we're breaking it down as 40 plus 2. Then we have to multiply that by what is something we could break down another one. Yes? 60 plus 1. Beautiful. 60 plus 1. So this guy is going here. This guy is going here. And this 2501 is going to come and hang out with us later. Okay. So 40 plus 2 and 60 plus 1. Do you agree that we have just found the same thing as 42 times 61? Yes, because that's the distributive property. And if that makes sense to you, you're in good shape. Okay, if that makes sense to you, that means that the lesson a couple days ago, that's still in your head a little bit. If not, we need you to go over some notes, the notes that we took. So we are going to break this down. The way that the distributive property works is, since we have a 40 here, we're going to have to multiply 40 by 60 and also multiply 40 by 1. And you guys remember the tricks that I told you about multiplying numbers with zeros on the end? What is it?
You take off the zeros and then
Good. Okay, so what is 40 times 6 then? What? Yeah, 4 times 6. 24 with 2 zeros. We have 2,400. Then we are going to find, so 2,400 plus, then we need to find the, I'm going to do a different color there. 2 times 60 and 2 times 1. Actually, no, I'm jumping ahead of myself here. You got to do the 40 times 1, which is 40. Plus, go back to yellow, 2 times 60, which is just 2 times 6 with another 0. 120. plus 2, because 2 times 1. Yeah. Now we're going to add all these together. I'll make it blue again. Do we have 2,440 plus 122, which becomes 2,562. So is that correct? 62? I had something different. 2 times. Okay. So did we get the same thing as it has up on top, the 2501? No, or with that remainder? No. So that would be, we would write in red, not really in red, but wrong. So that means that we have another step to do. Toby?
I did it the
Regular way? What are you talking about? This is the regular way for what we're doing.
I did it just like the multiplication, you don't break it down.
What? That's what we did?
I also did that.
Okay. What'd you get?
And I got the same answer.
Okay. I want you to do it this way, because that's why I'm showing it to you, and that's why we're taking all this time to do it. But good. You should get the right answer if you did it right. The same answer as I did up here. Wait, the same answer is here, or the same answer is what we found? Beautiful. That's what I like to hear. So now we're going to do it. Did everybody have that? It's going away. Now we're going to do it the regular way that one would divide. So we're going to see where did they go wrong. So we have 61. We have 2,501 divided by 61. First thing we have to check is how many times does 61 go into 250? Or sorry, 25. Does it? No, because 25 is smaller than 61, so we can't even do it. Kenzie? 254 times? Okay, and let's see here. What color? I'm going to use orange. So we're going to look and see if that's 4. We're going to double check that. We have 60 times 4. Here's going to be my work. I'll do my work in blue. So we have 61 times 4. If you can't do this in your head, it would be like this. 4, 24. It's 244. That is so close. So we have 244. Let's get this out of here. 244. Back to orange. Whoopsies. Whoopsies. I'm still on the eraser. What was that number? 501. All right, and it was looking so pretty too, wasn't it? All right. 4, 10, 6, 0, 0. So now it's I love it when we see something that looks familiar. So bring down that. It is 61. Oh, you have a disgruntled look on your face. What do you think?
Shouldn't it be 60, not 61?
No. See how this green arrow brought down that 1 here? We took care of, yeah. This 4 is actually right above the 0. That's where it should be. I see how that mistake could be seen. Okay? Are you writing this stuff down? Here, write it down here as well, please. So we have 61. How many times does 61 go into 61? Once. You're correct. 41. So, where did they go wrong? Actually, I'm going to finish this. For those of you who are not as comfortable with the division. So it's 41. So the answer to that one should have been 41. And what we would do is we would circle 41, and that would be the second half of those points. That would be the second half. Yes, ma'am? No, I expect that you could be able to do that in your head. This is showing your work here. When I went over here and I did that was just, that could be on a separate sheet of paper. This part right here, that's showing your work, and that's a really good bracket. Thank you very much. Okay. Yes, ma'am. For where? I'm going to erase this and line it up because better. I think that's why some of you are getting messed up. This is sitting right here. Oops, if I could get off the eraser. That's where that sits. No, because the question is, couldn't this 4 that I just wrote at the top, couldn't that be a 5? And I'll tell you no, because 61 times 5 is going to be 305, and that is bigger than 250. Okay? It's bigger than 250, and we can't have that. Okay. Any questions at this point? Do you see how this works and where we use the distributive property to see did they get it? Okay? We're not even going to do another example because I want to give you time to work on your study guide. Okay, because of this. Should I try black? Huh. It's not going to work, guys. There we go. Quiz tomorrow. If I were to do it in black, it would just make it darker. See?